recently taken on the monumental task of revisiting all my photos in an effort to whittle down my 10 photo boxes to less than 2 before the move. I was vividly reminded of major life-shaping events. Decades before I landed on this spiritual path, I discovered I was definitely divinely guided whether I knew it or not. This proof that even those of us totally unaware of our divine connection are still watched over and guided regardless is quite heartening. When I turned 16 as a sophomore in high school, I met Scott, a great guy 4 years my senior, already working and going to junior college. My family really liked him. In fact, my youngest brother Matt wanted to be Scott, I think. Scott was quite talented mechanically and could restore and fix cars in his sleep. After my junior year, I bought my dream car, a 1966 MG Midget convertible that Scott's insurance adjuster stepdad found for me for $215 after a wreck. Scott rebuilt it for me, and that car and I had many fine adventures when the infamous British Lucas Electrics decided to work, that is. Inspired by Scott, Matt became an accomplished mechanic in his own right, starting from before high school and continuing to this day. Scott provided definite guidance and stimulus for Matt's life. As I started my senior year, I took aptitude tests that placed me highest for the military, which had some appeal at the time as I had lots of practice pleasing the higher-ups and exceeding their expectations of me. And the ministry. At the time, I couldn't think of anything more gag-worthy, and look at me now. If I went the college route, I assumed I would have to attend junior college for 2 years like my sister did before going to university. But I was ready for a major life change now, and junior college just felt to me like more high school. I wasn't inspired by any career, so I thought my best immediate option was that Scott and I would just get married. I knew he wanted to, and that would be exciting and new for a while. I'd get to have a princess wedding, get lots of presents, and set up my own apartment, and then have kids. But deep down, maybe not even that deep, none of these options felt inspiring, challenging, or fulfilling. Then out of the blue, my wise mom/guide/savior said, "Have you considered applying to Davis?" That would be the University of California at Davis, just a half hour from my Sacramento home, and hey, I'd have to live on campus. I said no, I didn't know I could. And I felt in my gut that Davis was the response my soul was calling for. It was a scary stretch and just what I needed. I broke up with Scott toward the end of the first quarter, and I think it was harder on Matt than it was on me, I'm sorry to say. And after that first quarter of awkwardly navigating my place into college life, I met my new best friend Flynn, who would later become my sister-in-law, reunited with a ballet friend I'd always loved and continue our friendship to this day, and found my tribe in that delightfully between world of college fun and responsibility, a path that sent me in a totally different and much richer direction than I had thought possible. Looking back at that life-changing event, I can so plainly see the divine order at work in the family and circumstances I had. But what strikes me is the dramatic difference in feeling I had toward getting married as a temporary boost in energy compared to the instant feeling of excitement and opportunity and worlds opening up, a knowing that going away to college was my true path. How great that we all have a built-in guidance detector in the form of our feelings in our body and a knowing in our hearts, if we can break out of our comfort zone to follow it. If we are spiritually awake, our sense of direction, connection, and creative purpose is that much more optimized and fluid as we shine that divine.